Hello everyone, this is Bess McCarty, founder and coach with the MLM Millionaire Club School for Network Marketers, making network marketing simple. Today, topic is why fear is good for business. And you may think, well, what could that be about? So it is very simple. And I will explain that in just a moment. If you're watching the replay, by the way, I'd love if you drop the word replay in the comments so that I can know that you are. And if you are a network marketing professional, I'd love if you type pro in the comments. Hello, Catalina. Wow, good to see you. So, how the heck is fear good for your business? Well, fear tells us what we need in our business, what we're lacking. And Steven Pressfield, who wrote The War of Art, he talks about professional resistance to writers, artists, salespeople, anybody in business or any kind of work or endeavor. And he talks about why fear or resistance is a good thing. He actually says that it's a good sign because fear tells us what we need to do. It tells us what we need to do. And he said that the more scared we are, the more we can be sure that we have to do that thing. The more scared we are of a work or a project, the more sure we can be that we need to do that. That's exactly what we need to do. So, hello, Catalina. She is curious. Yes. Yeah. Why the heck would I be talking about fear? Well, fear can be a clue to us of something that is needed to move forward. And so we might ask ourselves, what is that thing that I need to do to move forward? It could be skills, because a lot of times fear goes away when we get the skills. And of course, I pride myself in how I teach Eric Worre's 7 skills in his GoPro book that he mentions there, 7 skills in network marketing. And that is finding people to talk to, presenting, following up, inviting them to your business. I forgot that one. And signing them up as distributors, getting them trained right, and getting them to events. So those are the 7 skills. And fear might be an indication, well, I need to brush up. I need to get good at those 7 skills. Or fear might also be telling us that I need to know that I am good enough to talk to people, that people out there need to hear from me. So that could be what fear is telling you, that the motivation might be that you need to realize that people need you, and that gets the attention off yourself and onto them, doesn't it, in the name of service. So fear could be telling you need to shift attention away from self onto service or onto people's needs instead of our needs. Shift from our needs to their needs. And I'll tell you, that makes fear go away. Because fear is a sign that we're focusing on ourselves, right? And service is a sign that we're focusing on other people. So fear can be an indication of that. Fear can be a friend. It can be an indicator. It can actually be good for us so that we can get our mindset right and focus outwardly. Fear could be telling us that we might need more information about the important person that we're about to contact about our business. And I like to suggest going onto Facebook or their website to get information about them. Do your homework about somebody first. So fear could be telling you that. I actually have a process called Real Conversations that I'll post the link to, some free lessons that you can get from me about how to uncover what is under the fear. What is fear? What message is fear giving you? So I'll let you know how to do that. And Catalina says that the talk is relevant because you're currently writing your thesis. If you feel any, that's cool. Congratulations. And you're welcome. If you feel any fear about writing, any resistance to writing, that's what Steven Pressfield's book is really, really cool. The War of Art. The art could be anything. It could be writing or painting or the art of talking to people in our business. And you may like that. I was just recently turned on to that book by a friend. Mine's in the mail. It's coming to me, because business people, it's found, are using that book to advance themselves in business, because resistance shows up everywhere, right? Not just in art. Well, many, many, many arts. So you may like that. You can actually go onto Amazon and read an excerpt and get a lot out of that to start. So maybe that might help your writing. And hello, Riley. Glad to see you. Welcome. If anyone knows, if anyone watching, if you know someone who needs to hear about this, the antidote to fear, why we want to embrace fear instead of fighting it, I'd love if you share this, because I'd like to reach as many people as I can. Hello, Audrey. Good to see you. I met Audrey over at GoPro, Eric Worre's GoPro, just a month ago. Boy, lots happened, huh? What's been happening for you since then? Love if you type pro in the comments if you are consider yourself a network marketing professional, which means that you are serious and committed to this work and to the people that you serve. To me, that means that. And in his book, Stephen Pressfield does talk about the difference between amateurs and pro. I think he has a book called Going Pro or something like that. But it's the difference between a professional that keeps showing up in spite of the fear. So courage is not the absence of fear, right? It's what we do in the presence of fear. We move forward anyway. We say, yes, I'm scared, or yes, I don't want to do this thing. But we then move forward, and that is the strength that comes when we meet the fear. Same with a body worker, somebody lifting weights. How do they get the strength? From the resistance, which is the fear. It's working with that fear or against it as opposition to it that gives the bodybuilder the strength. Same way in our business. Same way for network marketers. If you encounter fear, good. That's a good sign that you're onto something, that you're onto the point where you're going to be making muscle when you work anyway. You're going to be developing grace and strength and courage and skills and a positive mindset. These are the muscles that you will get in the face of moving forward and calling the people and working with them, getting them signed up, doing presentations, getting on stage. In the face of all these things, this is the business muscle that you will be developing, just like a body builder lifting weights. It's the adding of the weights. And when they get good at that one, add a little more. Get good at that number, add a little heavier weight. But it's the resistance, it's the weight that creates the muscle. Same for you. Let's embrace fear rather than try to get rid of it or say it's bad or avoid it or deny it. Let's embrace it and say, fear, you are my friend. You are the weight in my hand, on my legs, that are going to give me muscles in my business. And that is how the top earners got there. Not instantly, but I'll tell you, they still go through fears. They still do every day. How about that? Heaven must be rewon every day, right? So we still all face our fears, no matter how long. But they couldn't have gotten there without the friendly help of fear to strengthen them on the way. That is a professional, one who acts in the face of fear. I think it was Henry Fonda that I heard threw up before every live on stage performance, even all through his career, if I have the details right. But that's an example of somebody who's a pro, but still has that fear and moves forward. But he had it, I understand, all of his professional life. So maybe we don't want to get rid of it, but use it to make us sharp. Because a speaker, or anytime before you make a call, but a speaker, before they go on, if they have a bit of fear in them, it makes them a better speaker. It makes them sharper, more attentive, more on point than if they didn't, if they were just lax and relaxed. So how can we use our fear? Here's another example. Have you heard, oh, by the way, let's just take a moment. If you know someone in your team or a friend who is dealing with fear, I would love it if you share the video with them and let me know that you shared. Write share so that I can thank you for that. And if you consider yourself a network marketing professional, I'd love if you type pro in the comments. And thank you for all the likes too. I really appreciate that. So, another story. Did you know that trees get strong from the wind? Tossing them about. It makes their roots stronger. That kind of figures, doesn't it? Because if the tree sees, if it's moving around, it'll see a need for growing deeper roots and stronger roots, and then producing fruit. So the wind, the opposition, the challenge of the wind blowing the trees about is good for them. And when they're in protected environments or greenhouses where they don't get that, they don't grow as strong or as thick, and they don't produce as much. Whatever, fruits or vegetables, vegetables or flowers. I'm sorry, trees produce fruits and flowers, but they don't produce if they don't get some wind. And it's said that if your tree is not getting enough wind, you should actually take a deflated inner tire tube and beat the tree. Swing it and try to stimulate that tree to emulate the wind. So we need the challenge. That's what makes us strong, and it's good for business. Fear is good for business. Let's see if I can, anything else I made a note. Procrastination, resistance, fear, those are all signs of the same thing. And let us embrace that. Let us listen to what is needed. Is it a skill? Is it to do some homework first? Is it a different mindset of service that can overcome the fear? Is it belief in ourselves? Is it belief that we might deserve success, or that other people deserve to find out what I have to offer them to better their lives? Is it a belief in what I have in my network marketing? I'm not in a company, of course, just teaching, but for network marketers can ask themselves, and do I believe in network marketing? Do I believe in my company? Do I believe in myself as a good communicator, as a rep of my company, and a trainer for my company? Those are your two jobs, really. Being a rep for the product or service and training other people to do the same. Those are the only two jobs you have. Do you believe that you can do this? Or is there some help or mentorship that you need to get good at these first? Ask people around you, what are my strengths? What do you think my strengths are? Ask your mate, friends, family who know you. That can help to develop that belief in yourself. So usually that's what it is, more than the company or network marketing, because those are proven, right? Everybody knows there's many multimillionaires in network marketing, so we know the business works. And you can probably look at your company and find multimillionaires there, so you know that your company works. So usually the fear is about a belief in ourselves. And what is it that you need to shore up that belief, to be able to reach out to people and help them and change lives? I'm going to post in a minute my link for Real Conversations with Yourself. This is a self-coach method that I developed. And you can use it to walk yourself through the challenge to the solution in 4 steps. And that is, let's say I have procrastination or fear. Let's say I have procrastination. See, the emotion under that is fear. And the need under that might be any that I just mentioned. If it's a need for belief in myself, then the solution could be to ask friends and family, what are my strengths? You don't have all the strengths, but you have enough, believe me, to be a success and help people in this business. Don't keep those to yourself. I'll post the link to that self-coach process that I developed called Real Conversations. There's some audios and lessons for you. It's generic. It helps all businesses, actually. But it's very good. It can walk you through from problem to solution in 4 steps in minutes for any problem, any challenge that you run across in your business or even personal life. So I will post that for you. Hope you all are enjoying this colder season and getting ready for the holidays. I wanted to wear something kind of sparkly for you today and holiday-ish. I love you. Let me know how I can help. That's what I'm here for. I've got some holiday specials coming up for you too, so I'll be posting those. Stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. Let's get out and help people in face of fear. Use the fear. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.